Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Victor Gelsomino. So I just finished a leg workout right now and did like 20 minutes of cardio. Um, I just kind of want to talk today. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do maybe 30 uh, days of video and just kind of do like a chronicle. I just kind of created this channel and all this stuff to chronicle my journey with fibromyalgia, because I want to always remember everything and maybe help some other people. But basically, it's just a journal for me. I don't necessarily like to write in a journal, so I just kind of wanted to do video journals. Um, so today I just want to talk about, working out and work and stuff like that, and just life stress and all that different stuff. Um, I So in the past year, I started my own company. I do personal training, which is really good because it allows me a lot of time to rest. I don't have to work as many hours, even though I did before. I was started out as at a gym and I was working, 12, 15-hour days, and finally, I just broke my immune system crashed, and I just started getting allergies, which I'd never really had before, and I think the building had a lot of mold in it, and just made me really sick. So I had to quit, which I really loved it there. I had a lot of friends. Everything was going well. And it was really unfortunate that they didn't want to take care of the problem. So I feel much better, but, I still have a lot of problems with, sinus and allergies and infections and all that different stuff, which happens to a lot of people with fibromyalgia. Their immune system gets run down, and, they start accumulating other things down the road. Um, So I'm trying to get ready for do a show in May. I don't know, it's gonna be kind of tight. I've been really dealing with being sick over the winter, and all last year, just in and out of being sick and chronic infections and stuff like that. So hopefully this year will go better, and I'll be ready. So I'm a little bit behind, and gonna try to push it and see if I can't step it up a little bit and do a show. So we'll see. I really just this time I just want to go in like as healthy as possible and not focus so much on trying to be perfect. So I think it's just a way to display hard work and the health that I can accumulate, because it could be very dangerous if you deplete yourself too much and do a lot of different things that can be damaging to your body, steroids and all this other stuff, which I don't take, and it even makes that much harder to train and do all these things. So, um, and sometimes I get questions on like how do I do it, how do I work and work out and stuff like that. And I would say, well, I started out very slow. Been 13 years since I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So, before I couldn't work or do anything, and I was pretty much bedridden, and took years and years and years of trial and error and failure and success, and just going through that and just trying to be dedicated and building it up over time, and trying to build a foundation. And there were years where things were really bad, and months and days and things like that. And you just try to work around it the best that you can, and that's the only advice I can give to you is, and just the psychology of it too. I thought, I'll never be able to work out like I used to before I got sick, and I had to get past that. I had to get past of who I used to be, and move into who I am and my capabilities today. So that was a big pop, just a big aha moment where I realized that I can still be effective even though I'm not what I used to be, or I have this illness. So now let's see how I can be successful, how I can, do the next right thing, how I can become a better person within those limitations, and it's fine, just have to stay focused and adapt and uh, practice discipline. And it's not easy. I It's not easy at all. I mean, I can't, like today I couldn't sleep at all last night. Uh, I got maybe 2 hours, and I had to go to work this morning. Worked, came home, took a nap, and then worked out my chest and my back. Then went to work again. Then came home, and then worked out my legs, and then did cardio. So it's definitely not easy, not what I wanted to do, not what I feel like doing. Um, you know, uh, and I know that some people out there is like, that's impossible, or do I have fibromyalgia or anything like that? But I wish I didn't. I wish I until last year was uh, a relapse pretty much with all the allergies and all the other stuff too. It's probably the worst year since I started having fibromyalgia. Uh, didn't exist. I wish it would just go away, and it's frustrating, and it's hard when nobody understands. I remember I dated a girl with fibromyalgia, and one day we wanted to go play putt putt. I wanted to go out and get something to eat and go on a date. So uh, she felt so horrible, and she didn't want to do anything, and which I could relate, but I wasn't in that space at that time. I was having a good day, and everything was going well for me, and I couldn't understand why she didn't want to do anything. And then I realized that that's how people must perceive me. It's just like, why do I lay around or go through these ups and downs, you know, um, when you look fine, or you just. And I had to kind of take myself back from the situation and see like through her eyes, and it didn't take long to really snap to what was going on and that she was having a bad day, and then I understood, and of course we stood in, and it was fine. So. Uh, it just kind of was a weird moment for me to kind of see the other side of it, you know, being in that judgment uh, stage where it was just like, they're just being lazy or something like this, which is funny because I deal with it, um, and it's very hard, It's like, how do you explain that stuff to your family, your friends, your work? It really takes a toll. This year has been hard starting my own business and everything, and it's I'm tired a lot, and I don't want to do it, and I don't feel good, and it's hard to pass on those feel good feelings to other people and train them and encourage them and all that different stuff. When you're run down or you're having a bad day or any of that stuff. Where you just your head and your brain fog is so thick that you can't think, you can't do the math on anything, or you can't do all the reading you need to do, or focus on somebody, and that's hard, because this is your business and you have to take care of things, and you just have to push through, but it doesn't make it any easier, and sometimes I go weeks with just where I don't get anything done. It's very frustrating, because you feel like, it's a roadblock. It's a block from, what you need to do. So, but I'm just trying to do the best that I can and just take it one step at a time. Do simple things. Just write down 3 simple goals a day. Try to get that accomplished. Sometimes I, get into it and I get more accomplished, and sometimes, I can just get the 3. So, um, that's just important to try to get that stuff uh, out there and done, and just try to stay focused on the next thing, instead of how I'm feeling, because it can just be very uh, deterring if I just let it overwhelm me and consume me. So, not that you don't have to stop and and rest and do those things when your body's crying out, but and take care of yourself, Still have to eat a good diet and do different things. So, anyways, that's just what I had tonight. So, again, this is just me kind of uh, vlogging, just kind of a daily journal on what's going on with me and in my life. Um, hope you guys are all doing well. That kind of cut out, but and I'll see you guys tomorrow.